Seizure Scott introduced glutathione, and I can tell you that it's pain. I no longer wheeze. I felt better. My general health took a turn for the best.
That right there is a Bay Area firefighter speaking before the California Board of Pharmacy to stop the potential ban of glutathione. That's a medication many in the firefighting community use to recover after battling massive fires. It is one of a very long list of sterile compounds that the board is trying to ban. If it is successful, California would be the only state to ban these medications. The coalition fighting back is known as Stop the BOP, or Stop the Board of Pharmacy. Here's a look at their change.org petition. It started that, has just over 1,500 signatures, needs to get to 2,500. One of the women behind it is Crystal Frost. She is based here in Los Angeles. Crystal, thanks so much for being with me tonight. What's at risk here, and why is losing access to these compounds, which are really medications for a lot of people, such a big deal?
First of all, thanks so much for having me. So this is a really long list of sterile compounds, and these are compounds that are depended on by people with absolutely horrible diseases, like cancer patients undergoing chemo, and you've got firefighters who are exposed to toxins, Lyme disease, which is what I suffer from, and long COVID. People with long COVID are also using this. It helps people so much because it's when you're under oxidative stress, your body is depleted of glutathione. Glutathione is a natural antioxidant produced by the liver, but if you have so many toxins and you have toxic overload, then you're going to be depleted of glutathione. And so the best treatment we've found as patients is to replenish that glutathione through treatment. So, but there's a really long list. They're trying to block access to a really long list, and this is just one of many that we're very worried about.
This list also includes B12 shots, which I think a lot of people may not have heard of glutathione, but B12 shots, maybe they have.
Yes, yeah. So B12 shots, methylcobalamin is the type of B12 shot that would also be on this list of compounds that would be no longer accessible.
Okay.
And they're doing it through regulation. They're basically bans disguised as regulations. So they're forbidding our sterile compounding pharmacies from producing these substances. We had a public hearing in June 18th. We attended, and we told them how we felt. All 200 attendees were strongly opposed. Kaiser Permanente was opposed. Like major medical institutions are opposed to all of these new regulations, which actually exceed federal standards in 57 different places. That was a number that was found by the Alliance for Pharmacy Compounding. They identified 57 instances. And so even though they made a few amendments since then, and they're trying to pretend that they're appeasing us, these amendments they do not help at all. What they did is they added in a slight exception saying, okay, fine, you can make these compounds as long as you do these ridiculously expensive tests that no one can afford. And so our sterile compounding pharmacies, they're mostly mom and pop pharmacies.
Yeah, I mean, this would impact those pharmacies. This would impact naturopathic doctors. Of course, so many patients like yourself. You mentioned that you suffer from Lyme disease, and you've told me that what a difference this glutathione makes for you and how much better you feel. In terms of the Board of Pharmacy and its reasoning, though, do you have a clear understanding as to why they're trying to ban them?
Yeah, no. So that's what makes it so disturbing is we have tried to find out. We've asked, lots of people have tried to find out and talk to them. They have no idea. The board members we have talked to also don't know why certain other board members are pushing so hard for this. They won't give a single legal or safety-based or scientific explanation for this, and we're confused and we're disturbed by that. So and the thing that's so crazy is that our sterile compounding pharmacies are already under very strict regulations.
Sure.
and like we actually 10 years ago estimate that there were 100 sterile compounding pharmacies in California, and now we only have 18 left because they had to close down because they can't abide by these crazy regulations that aren't the same in all of the other United States.
Well, Crystal, of course, we did our due diligence, and I reached out to the Board of Pharmacy and got somebody on the phone. That was early this morning in the 8 o'clock hour. I explained that we were looking for a statement. I sent a long list of questions to them. I gave a deadline, and I have yet to receive any answers or a statement from the Board of Pharmacy. So perhaps that they will get that to me. We will update the story accordingly. You met most recently and voiced your opposition this week at their Board of Pharmacy meeting. They delayed the vote to ban this. They pushed it to September, so that's buying this movement a little bit more time. We'll continue to follow the story, Crystal, and we'll thank you so much for being here. And for people who are interested and want to learn more about this, the website, very, very simple, is stopthebop.com. This is the change.org petition there, but stopthebop.com will link you to Crystal and the effort there directly. Crystal, thanks so much.